I was excited to take him on the trip with me. For those new to the world of the great outdoors, a big tradition and rite of passage for any novice outdoorsman is to hikers, usually in reference to an event at a campout or something like that. Might earn a trail name. This is a unique nickname given by other, more experienced trail name is Spades, due to some card game fun on one of my first long hikes. I had decided to take it upon myself to find an appropriate trail name for my friend. Assumed it would be something silly, like a friend of mine whose name was Ramen Bomben, following his creation of an instant ramen, potato, and spam concoction. My hopes for a jovial, light-hearted name never came through. After the event of Storm that night, he had forever earned the name Weatherman. Here's why. Weatherman and I started our trip perfectly, as many trips do. The forecast for the 3-day trip was all sunny for the first 2 days, and then a rolling S on the last night that we may or may not get hit by, depending on our speed. The trouble didn't start until the second night. Weatherman had brought along a small radio to check the weather. Each night before lights out, we'd listen to the scheduled segment of the serene meteorologist lady predicting the upcoming storms. On the first night, it was not a big deal at all, really. Light rain on the last night and not much else. On the second night, the calm lady informed us that a heavy storm was rolling in and accordingly heavy rain was to be expected. By the end of the third day's hike, the clouds above were dark and glum. The intense scent of rain hung over the entire area. Most of the other hikers in the area made the smart choice to skip that night. I, however, wanted to show Weatherman that rain doesn't always mean a bad time. To remedy the oncoming waters, we the tarp that I usually slept under above Weatherman's tent, and we both stayed inside that. Strung up around 4 p.m. was when the water began to trickle in, and it was a full deluge only 20 minutes later. We were prepared for this. We'd eaten lunch early and got as prepared for the short walk out in the morning as possible. We hunkered down in the tent as the light outside slowly faded away. Weatherman in his nightly routine flicked on his radio. This time, rather than the greeting of the soothing weather lady, the unnerving buzz of the National Weather Service alert met us. You know the ones, the high-pitched ones that really just shake your nerves a little bit. The warning predicted heavy rains and flash flood possibilities. We were up high on our site, so we both decided to turn in early so we could pack it out quickly in the morning. At around 2 a.m., both Weatherman and I jolted awake in our sleeping bags. In confusion, we looked at each other. Hearing the intense rains outside, Weatherman reached for his radio and flicked it on. The same rattling buzz screech was playing again, this time on loop, which meant that things were getting serious. The automated voice informed us of a tornado warning, and we both knew we could not stay. Immediately, we began packing up our things. All we had left to do was remove the tarp, pack away the tent, and trek out. I went out to grab my tarp first, as it is an expensive piece of equipment, and we both figured if we had to leave the cheap tent, that'd be okay. When I had finished with the tarp, I returned to the tent to grab my bag and start planning a way out. I sat down, Weatherman across me, and looked at my map to figure out a route. I was lost in my map and compass when that weather alert buzz screech played again. Startled, I said to Weatherman, "Will you please turn that damn thing off? It's a little annoying." There was no response. I looked up at Weatherman, who was white as a ghost and looking me dead in the eyes. "It wasn't me," he stammered, and I knew he wasn't joking around. Soon the buzz happened again. We sat silent and the buzz came again and again, more and more unnerving each time. Something was mimicking the buzz sound from outside our tent. We both tried to be as quiet as we could and continued to sit in silence. Suddenly there was a buzz that was louder than ever, obviously coming from right outside our tent. It was loud enough to make my ears ring and to suppress the screaming from Weatherman's agape mouth. Without a word, we burst out of the tent into the blinding rain and toward the nearest road. We sprinted in the direction of the truck and didn't stop until we were inside on our way home. When I returned to the site about 3 days later to recover the tent, to my surprise, it was still in excellent condition. The door, still open from our sudden departure, revealed the only thing inside: Weatherman's radio smashed to pieces. To this day, Weatherman shivers like a leaf when he hears that buzzing sound on the radio. Neither of us has stayed the night at the park since, but I may return soon.